All right, so we're live, everybody.
Cool.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our anxiety-free zone right here.
No
If you're
anxiety.
feeling stressed out,
Everybody's feeling really good.
we're going to help you out. We're not in the studio because we're using it right now, so we came out here in the atrium because it's a nice morning. Andy and Lee from Spread Happy is here with us this morning. We're talking about something near and dear to my heart, which is anxiety. As long as I can remember I've had anxiety.
Yeah, it becomes a habit. It actually becomes a go-to. And strangely enough, there's a safety in it because it's familiar. Yeah.
And it's hard to get off that cycle.
Yes, yeah, it really is. Well, again, it's about creating a new habit because that anxiety feels very real. So anxiety is fear, false evidence appearing real. And even if we don't recognize that it's fear, there's some sort of fear in the background. We feel like things are out of control. We're at the mercy of our circumstances. And we believe that those feelings are telling us about our circumstances. So we believe that the feelings are telling us about our job, or our boss, or our boyfriend, or our girlfriend. And the feelings are actually coming from our thinking because we live in a thought-created world.
Yeah, my anxiety is based off of that there is no safety net. That there is only me, and if I mess up, the world ends.
Yeah, well, guess what? We've had that experience.
Yeah, so
ourselves.
it's true.
No.
I knew it.
Yeah.
But that's the thing, isn't it? We get into this trail of thinking, and it's the thinking that creates the very feelings. We tend to think, rather, that our feelings are creating our thinking, and it's the complete opposite way around. When we get into that spiral of thinking, the other amazing thing is that it becomes so comforting. We actually feel comfort in the pain of anxiety, which is sounds crazy, but it's better the devil you know.
Right.
And we start to get that feeling, and we actually feel satiated within the feeling of anxiety. And if we don't feel it, we're actually looking for something to get us into that state.
Yeah.
I mean, have you ever had that time where you're sitting doing nothing, and all of a sudden you think, I gotta be doing something, I gotta be doing something. That's because you want to put yourself into that state of anxiety.
Wow.
The key to break that is to go from sympathetic, so fight or flight. Remember, this is your emergency mechanism. It's actually your friend, would you believe? It's something that we need. I mean, if you're walking along and you're in a very calm state, thinking, oh, that's a nice bus, it's coming very close to me, and you get run over. So that's not a good thing. So with the fight or flight, it gets you out the heck out the way of the bus, right? Or whatever it is. But what happens is we get into the state of thinking where it just keeps going. What's amazing is, if we could, and I'm suggesting this by the way, if we could realize that physically, all the symptoms of anxiety, so your norepinephrine or whatever it's called, goes into your body, and floods all your cells and everything, and it only lasts for maximum 5 minutes. So if you can think to yourself at that moment and think, okay, physically I'm going to feel this, there's no way out of that.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can do about it in actual fact. So you just sit there and read a book, or go for a walk or something like that. Or you think about that, you said false evidence appearing real.
Right.
Well, there's another one, which is forget everything and run, right?
It's not really forget.
Yeah.
And you can change that into feeling excited and ready. Because excitement and anxiety, which is fear, basically, that's what it is, are exactly the same except for our perception. So if you change that around to feeling excited and ready, okay, I'm excited, what am I excited about? You're going to start looking for things to be excited about as opposed to things to be anxious about. And that changes that all the way around. The other thing, of course, is the breathing, because that's the connection between fight or flight and then your relaxation. And again, if you think you've got 5 minutes, no matter what, maximum, remember. So the more you can start to go into that relaxed state, the more you'll just be able to make the right decisions. do I need to address this? Because you're feeling anxiety. It might be a true case. You might be thinking of something that you need to address. So you go into that relaxed state. Now you can think more clearly.
Right. And that's why we love the snow globe. That's why I bought it, because when our mind is very chaotic, we call it snow globing. And when the snow globe is crazy, you can't see through it. But when you allow the snow globe to settle, when we let our mind settle, then we can make a new, fresh thought. We can't create something new from a state of chaos. It just doesn't happen. So when we slow everything down, then we create a space for an idea that's healthy for us, or
Right.
something where we're not in such a panic.
So everything that you're saying makes total sense to
Yeah.
me. Like
Really?
I have it here.
Yeah.
Right?
I don't have it here.
Right.
So why is it so hard to, when you know that you're feeling anxiety, it's not based in reality, it's just based in fear,
Right.
to get off the anxiety bus? Why is that so hard?
Well, we live in the feeling of our thinking.
Yeah.
So we're normally in tune with what's happening in our body. So rather than realizing that it's our thoughts going on, we naturally presume, because we're feeling this anxious mode, that there must be something wrong. There must be because it is a fight or flight. Now, every single person on the planet suffers anxiety at some stage. Anxiety being the fight or flight mode. If it doesn't work, well, okay. If you haven't got it, you don't suffer it. But everybody that has fight or flight, which is almost everybody on the planet, will suffer anxiety at some stage. The difference is that people who have prolonged anxiety, they keep that pattern running.
Mm-hmm.
That's the difference. So when you realize that, it's just like anything. When you practice something in advance, so that when that happens, you think, okay, it's my anxiety, it's going into the pattern. The key here is to break that pattern.
Let me ask you this. Drinking alcohol to break the pattern
Right.
doesn't work.
No.
Why is that?
Temporarily, you
I
might
was
feel a
gonna
little
say,
bit better.
temporarily
Yeah.
it does, in actual fact.
Yeah.
And that's why anxiety can lead to alcoholism,
Absolutely.
it can lead to
Yeah.
addictions of all sorts.
Because it does give you a feeling of relief,
Mm-hmm.
but it's
Yeah.
just temporary. It's like we were talking about earlier. The key is to slow down the thoughts. That's the key. So it's like you wouldn't go out into a blizzard and try to get the snow off of your windshield while the blizzard's going on. That makes absolutely no sense. Right?
It might bug me enough that I might just get out there.
But what would happen is that the snow would
I'm
just
wasting
pile
my
up.
time.
Yeah.
Spinning
yeah.
my wheels.
So,
Yes.
so it's finding a way, a healthy way, to slow down the thoughts so that you can have clarity, calm yourself down, and be in the present moment. That's the key for all of our peace, is to be in the present moment. But when our mind is running in circles, there's no opportunity for peace. You can't make a good decision from a chaotic mind. You're going to make a crazy decision from a chaotic mind. So again, it's finding a practice, like Lee was saying, making it a regular practice to slow down the mind, whether it's through meditation, whether it's through taking a walk, whatever works for you. But if you don't have that practice in your life and suddenly you're in a panic and you're like, where's my tool, where's my tool? It's not going to work
Right.
because you're getting your tool from a panic state. So in
Mhm.
order to change the habit, you've got to start creating a healthier habit in your life. A healthier habit where you bring some calmness into your life, where you understand, okay, these are my thoughts. You create some separation, so it's no longer my identity. It's not my anxiety, but it's, I'm experiencing the anxiety. And that way we create some separation, and that's the beginning to creating a new habit.
And during the newscast, you were saying if meditation isn't your thing, if
Yeah.
that's too out there, just taking a walk.
Absolutely.
Just something that gets you to center and calm down.
Taking a walk, running the vacuum, I know that sounds
Yeah.
crazy, doing the dishes, making your bed, just something that takes your attention away from this crazy and puts it on something that doesn't require much thought. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you like to vacuum, you can always come to my house and de-stress.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
good with that.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's a really good idea.
I'm here for you.
Yeah. You're so full service.
I'm
Eric.
giving.
You are so full
So
service.
giving, yeah.
Well, actually, we have a little something for you, Eric, because
My goodness.
we wanted to make sure that you have like a bring along in your car.
Okay, all
Yeah,
right.
Can you guess what it is?
Can I open it?
Yeah, I expect you.
Well, I already have the snow globe,
Yes.
which is on my desk at the house.
Yes.
So, Oh, a mini snow.
It's a mini snow
I
globe.
love it.
That way you can
I'm
have
gonna
it.
get have
You
it.
You can have it
Yes.
with you in your car. You could even put it on your dash.
Yes, that is amazing. That is amazing. This is me all the time, so I have to learn how to
Yeah.
tone it down.
Just slow
That's
that
it.
down.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
You're so welcome.
I love the
Yeah.
big snow globe, so this is perfect for me
Yeah.
wherever I go.
Yeah, so this is on your desk,
Yes.
and then that's in your car. It's just, it's such a
Awesome.
good reminder, especially, you know, in starting a new business, or, you know,
Yes.
with your, whatever it is. It's such a, when we have reminders in our life, it makes it so much easier to create new habits.
Yes.
Because this is just a repeat. You know, every day we're repeating the same cycle, and the only way to break that habit is to create a new habit.
Mhm.
So you create a new habit of remembering the snow globe, of remembering to come.
I announced on Facebook on Friday
Yeah.
that I'm leaving CBS 12 after 17 years. And Andy and Lee have been really instrumental of giving me the confidence to go out and become a realtor and to be my own boss. And it's been very stressful to me because I've always had that paycheck. And you guys really have been a really strong voice for me. And when I start to do this, I think of what they have to say. So thank you so much.
Thank you so
I
much.
really appreciate
And congratulations.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You
We're
are going to be
excited for you.
amazing, and
Yeah.
I think, you know, the people that are going to be your customers are going to be your friends. They're going to be very happy that you chose.
They're going to see the snow globes everywhere.
Yeah. It's
Now they're gonna
beautiful.
know.
We're so excited for
Yeah.
you. It's a new, beautiful chapter.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And thank you guys for
Oh
everything.
my goodness, you're so welcome.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for everything. It's been so much fun.
Whatever. All right, so what do you guys have going on this week?
Wow. Well, we have our shift happens this weekend in
This
Naples. We
weekend,
have
yeah.
a wellness retreat in Naples, which is sold out. We're really excited
Wow,
about it. Yeah, we've got a full
congratulations.
house. Yep. And then we have recovery coaching. So if you want to learn to become a coach, we've got that coming up in 2 weeks. And then we have our next wellness retreat in October.
And are you still doing the Tuesday night?
Tuesday night.
Tuesday
When does that
nights.
start back up?
It starts back up in 2 weeks
In 2
at
weeks?
Anatara Yoga in Delray.
And now I can attend
Now you
Hey.
can.
because I can sleep in.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
great.
All right.
So thank you.
Thanks again, guys.
Thank you.
I
Okay.
appreciate it. Keep your snow globes clear,
That's right.
everyone.
Keep the snow globe settled.